So growing up in Naperville has provided its own sets of advantages and disadvantages. From the age of 6, we were thrown into the jaw of the monster that is District 204. We are bombarded with tests that quantify us in every manner, from timed multiplication to the push-up test, which I can no longer hear without repeating the words, ready, begin, down, up, 1. Yet, we keep adhering to these tests and standards regardless of what they're doing to our mental and emotional state, because the competition around us is fierce. You look at me and think, tall, lanky, snow-colored white kid, he's probably in like 1 or 2 AP classes max. Actually, I'm in kind of a few, but most of the time you'd probably be right. I walk into a good portion of my classes and represent about, 20 to 50% of the white demographic. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but, most of my friends tend to be Asian. Anywho, when I went to in middle school, my friends' parents all forced them to join a club called Math Team. And me, not wanting to be alone on my Friday nights, decided I was going to go and join them. Yeah, it's sad, I have nothing better on my Friday nights than math, but it's okay. Anywho, the first day I walk up, and there's a door on my left and a door in front of me, and after being asked, my SAT score, yes, as a middle schooler, I was whisked away into the room on my left. First thing I noticed is I just entered nerdvana. Kids are making arm farts, throwing pencils at each other. Yeah, that would just hit you. Hey, throwing pencils at each other, making arm farts, fighting over TI-84 calculators. So, I just kind of went and sat in the corner, put my head down, started taking a test that the teacher put in front of us. And, until about 5 minutes in, when the door flew open, and in walks an elderly Asian woman. She's dragging behind her a crying little girl. She sets her down in her seat, points at another little kid in the club, and goes like this. I don't know if you have seen the scene in Toy Story where there's all those little green aliens and they're all in that claw machine and the claw comes down on them and pulls one out and they're all he's moving into the unknown, he's going on. I felt like I was in that. Everybody around me is he's moving into the unknown. So, I was curious, what's going on? Excuse me. So I turned to my friend who's sitting next to me and I was like, what's happening? He goes, listen, my friend, there are 2 rooms, okay? Every week we take one of these tests. If you do well, you go over there. If you do badly, you end up like her. I was like, oh, okay. He's like, the 2 rooms. The smart room is over there, and the dumb room is here. So, okay, great, I'm in the dumb room. So, me being the hyper-competitive 204 student I am, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna start trying on these tests. Why not? I'm here, I might as well. So after about 2 weeks or so of me taking these tests that they take every week, sure enough, the door opens. In walks Coach Helen, that's the name of the teacher. She was a great lady, but was very strict. She walks in, she's dragging behind her another student, sets him down on the table, and points at me like that, pulls me in. So I stand up and I start walking with her, everybody's freaking out doing the whole, he's moving into the unknown thing again. You're like, the white kid's moving on. I was like, I follow her out, and I walk into the smart room, and I just basically realized it's a hyper-competitive version of the dumb room. Everybody is just trying as hard as they can because they don't want to get moved down. So I survived in there for about 2 weeks or so, until they had their little award ceremony at the end of the school year, for all the kids who went to the state competition. And I joined late, so I didn't get to go to any of their competitions or compete in any of their award ceremonies or anything. But at the end of the year, they had this a little award ceremony, and if they got first or third, they got these little plastic trophies, and if they got 4th through 6th, they got these little yellow pencils. So everybody's walking away with these little plastic trophies or little yellow pencils, and they're all smiling and happy, and I'm walking away with nothing because I joined late. So I was kind of sad, and I was walking away with my head down, and I felt a tap on my shoulder. I turn around, and it's the runner of the club, Coach Helen. She goes, Justin, you did a very good job this year. Very good, very good. Here, I want you to have this. And she handed me the only white pencil. So, I don't know why she only had 1 white pencil, but, I was fine with it, whatever. So, but, it doesn't end for me, though, in middle school, because it kept going. I've realized these pressures still are going on for kids in high school today. For my AP English presentation last year, I had to walk in with a presentation describing 3 historical artifacts, and one of which was the Philosopher's Stone. I had a partner for this presentation. But anyways, we walked into class unprepared, under probably the watchful eye of the most intelligent teacher of all of Nequa history, Mrs. Darrow, or as the class veterans like to call her, Death Row Darrow. So we were unprepared, but our presentation portion still went relatively smoothly. But then we got to the question portion. And Darrow is notorious for her sweat-inducing questions that seem like an interrogation with the wrong answer literally putting you on death row. But, she opened her questioning with a toughie. She said, can you describe the origins of the myth of the Philosopher's Stone? I was dumbfounded. I hadn't done any of my research, so I just kind of like slunk it to the wall, like, yikes, I don't know what to say. But then my friend leaned over to me, he was my partner, and he goes, I got this. He then provided this intricate response describing all of this castle that rose up out of the sand and this library that rose out of the sand or something like that. And you know how these explorers found it and found the myth of the Philosopher's Stone in the castle or the library or whatever it was. And you know, she was, Mrs. Darrow, satisfied with the answer, said, you know, nodded and told us we could sit down. Which for her is probably like a hug recommendation letter to Harvard as well. So, you know, as we're going back to our seats, I turned to my friend like, yo, you totally saved me, like, thanks, I wasn't ready, like, totally unprepared. I thought neither of us had done our research, like, but I guess he did, so I was like, nice. But then he kicks back his feet, and with Satan's smile, he says, nah, man, I got that entire thing off the episode of Avatar I watched last night. I give the kid credit. You know, one's like an intelligent kid and a nice guy. Like most of my Asian friends, he'll do just about anything to save his grade. Because for him, it's better to lie to his teacher now than to lie to his parents about his grades later. I'll never understand this whole idea with quantifying everything we do, though, in terms of a number or a letter, you know, a grade, because it drives kids to do things like fight their way into the smart room and not get in the dumb room or lie to a teacher. But that's why I'm going to leave you all with this one challenge, or all the students here with this one challenge. Over the next week, I encourage you to not do one homework assignment. I promise, the world won't end, you'll still get into college, but most importantly, you won't get moved into the dumb room.